on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Second down, they go right back to Cook. They're taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Vikings! Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a first and 10 at their own 23.
11.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Bengals. We'll go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after 1. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Here's Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Here we go.
First down. Here's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Got a man, it's Chase. He completes it.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Touchdown!
Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 5 now.
Burrow over the middle. That's caught by Chase.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
11. Burrow will throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Cook up the gut. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Cook again. An even 100 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Cousins now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3's all around. Cook will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. And the slot man goes in motion left. They try again with Cook. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Third and goal for Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings. KJ Osborne, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Burrow looking to pass.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook.
113 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
4th down, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Mixon with a first down carry.
He'll get this down to the 38.
On one, ready?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Burrow.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Here we go.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Here we go,
and they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. It's caught at the 1. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. A
field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Here we go, here we go.
A good position to be in here, second and inches.
11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint. 11 Thomas.
Now Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, 43 yards. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
All right, now here we go.
Cousins to throw. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give him that the rest of the way. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. So now this to get them back to even heading into the break. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Done.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum, and he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And look at this. They're going to try an onside kick to begin overtime. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
The first throw in overtime now for Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. To throw is Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
So third down coming up. And Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Listen to me.
On play action, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That was a big risk here in overtime. It sent him out to fire away from long distance, but he knocks it through to give him the lead.
Edgy, don't you think? Because if he misses there, Ball goes to the spot of the kick, correct?
Yep.
And guess what? That only leaves about, 20 yards or so for them to go downfield and be positioned themselves. So you have confidence in it, and you have confidence in your defense, so go ahead and let him kick that one.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.